guys, do you have questions about how to analyze stocks? Check out this video where we break down the fundamentals of a company that we follow and invest in, Tesla.
It seems like every day Tesla's coming out with a new prototype to change the world. Have you ever seen their electric truck, the Cybertruck, or electric panels on roofs for solar power? Or better yet, what about their electric semi-truck? These are just some of the reasons that we like Tesla as a company and as an investment.
Hey guys, it's Amber and Jared here from Holy City Family. Our goal is to empower you to achieve financial independence for you and your family. And if you have kids, we want to help you provide the best education to them so that everyone can pursue their dreams and ambitions.
If it's your first time here, thank you for joining us, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive our weekly updates. All of our videos are for informational purposes only and do not constitute financial advice. Please do your own research, consult a certified and trusted financial planner who will put your interests above their own before following any advice we may offer.
According to CNN Money, Tesla Incorporated engages in the design, development, manufacture, and sale of fully electric vehicles, energy generation, and storage systems. Their earnings actually are forecasted to grow by over 32% per year, and then over the past year their earnings actually grew 484%.
According to the snowflake analysis from Simply Wall Street, Tesla looks strong in financial health, future growth, and past performance. Value, as you can see, is a weak point for Tesla at the moment, but we'll talk about that in the valuation section of this video. Tesla does also not offer a dividend, but that's pretty typical with growth stocks like this.
So in the past year, Tesla's share price has actually increased over 80%, and 28%, or a little over a quarter of that increase was in the last 3 months.
That's amazing. One of the things we like to do with the stocks that we analyze is we like to look at the latest news articles and then on a regular basis just try to keep up with that and see what's going on with the company. And so for today we pulled a few articles to share with you guys, and some of them are kind of funny. The first one is from Yahoo, and it says a man is facing criminal charges after Tesla's onboard camera captured him apparently pretending to get hit by the Tesla. He made a video looking like he got hit by a Tesla, and then the Tesla onboard camera caught him faking that. Definitely check out that article, and this one's all over the news, so I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding that. The next one is from Barron's. This is where Elon Musk hosted a Tesla all-hands meeting. So it said that there was bad news about the Cybertruck facing additional delays, and investors already knew that the light-duty pickup had slipped from 2021, and it looks like there's additional delays. So that's also something to be aware of and to check out, because that Cybertruck is pretty cool.
Yeah,
we
really
can't
cool.
wait for that thing to come out.
And then a third article that we wanted to share with you guys is one from Bloomberg.com, where they're looking at are Teslas actually compatible with the Apple products, so your iPhone, your Apple Music, and the different things that you would pull into your car. So make sure down below in our description we'll link all of the articles that we talked about in this part of the video.
So let's talk about valuation. Finbox.com shows Tesla's fair value at $550 with a medium level uncertainty. And that leaves 27% downside risk from the current price. So that's something to keep your eye on. So from 31 analyst targets, Tesla's target price actually averages $686. And one of the things that we like to do is take both of those numbers into consideration and take an average of those two, and then also look at other sites and other metrics to come up with a fair value number. But we like to take an average of multiple numbers and not just pick one.
And when it comes to valuation, we look at a number of different methods to calculate that fair value. Finbox actually defines the fair value as the real or underlying intrinsic worth of that stock. And then Investopedia defines intrinsic value as the perceived or calculated value of an asset, an investment, or a company. So Finbox actually uses over 12 different models to create or to calculate that fair value, and it also shows a confidence level for each of those.
So next let's take a look at future growth. The first chart you'll see is of Tesla's earnings forecast. The 3 lines that you see represent high, mean, and low. You can see by January 2023, analysts forecast the high to be over $8 a share, the mean to be around $6 a share, and the low to be $3 a share.
And the second chart you see is of Tesla's revenue forecast. Like we said before, the 3 lines represent the high, the mean, and the low that we're looking at in terms of the revenue. So you can see by January 2023, analysts forecast the high to be over $80 billion in revenue, the mean to be around $70 billion in revenue, and the low to be over $50 billion in revenue.
So another metric that we like to look at is past performance. The first chart that you'll see shows past earnings growth for Tesla. Over the last year, Tesla has grown over 435% compared to the industry. And that industry has only seen 271% growth, and the market has seen during that same time around 107% growth.
And the second chart that you see that we're showing you is the past revenue growth for Tesla. Over the last year, Tesla has grown over 62% compared to the industry that has only seen around 43% growth, and the market that has seen the same at around 43% growth too.
Now, for financial health, there's a lot of great resources out there, but one of the ones that we like to look at is Finbox. So as you can see, Finbox does a lot of great work for analyzing a company's financial health. They have over 100 factors that they look at against companies, and if you go to Finbox, you can check this out in more detail, the 100 different factors that go into these ratings. And as you can see, overall it has a great score per Finbox, and it has a B in cash flow, A in growth health, B in profit, A in price, and then you can see the obvious glaring F in value. But the nice thing about the score in the F score in value is that you can always wait until that value improves, or the stock market has the stock market or the stock has a pullback, and you can take advantage of an opportunity that might come up.
So with management, we actually like to look at several categories, but in particular, we like to look at the average tenure of management, the board members, the CEO, and the leadership, which helps us determine the weight of that company, like their value. So with Tesla, their average tenure for management is 2.4 years. Their board members, their average tenure is 4.1 years with an average age of 52 years old. Their CEO, of course, is Elon Musk, 49 years old, and his tenure is actually 12.83 years. And their leadership team has an average tenure of 2.4 years, and their average age is 43 years old. We also wanted to show you a comparison so you kind of knew where Tesla stood against some other FANG stocks. Apple's average tenure for management is 4.1 years, and then Microsoft's is 6.3 years. So you can see the difference between those 3.
Simply Wall Street has some great information on ownership of a company. So if you look at this visual, you can see that there's some smaller numbers for public companies, for state or government, private companies, but then the bigger percentages are individual insiders at 19%, general public at 36.5%, and institutions, the largest percentage, is 44.4%. And just to give you guys a frame of reference, again, if we look at Apple has the institutions at 53% ownership, the general public at 42%, and public companies at 5%. And then if you look at Microsoft, institutions are at 72%, and the general public is at 28%. Okay, so let's recap. So now that we've gone through the analysis of Tesla stock, we hope that it gives you a better understanding of the company so that you can make more informed investment decisions. We plan to do a similar stock analysis for all of the stocks in our watch list and in our portfolio. Please, if you guys have something that you would like us to look at, put that in the comments, make a request, and maybe we can fast track that and move it to the top of our list.
Throughout the analysis, we actually shared some great tools and resources with you, such as Wall Street Zen, Simply Wall Street, and Finbox. We believe it's really important that you get stock information from multiple sources to get the most accurate and up-to-date information. So if you guys have tools and resources, we'd love for you guys to share that with us so that we can make sure to share that with our community that we're growing here in our little online little world that we have here.
So if you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up and reach out to us in the comments below. You can also email us and follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, and our goal is actually to read every comment that you guys send to us, whether it be here, Instagram, email, and respond as often as we can. So make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure the little button's down there, and join us as we learn, save, and grow together. You want me to say it?
Oh, I thought you were going to say it.
So we actually actually just moved into our new house. We're shooting in our kitchen now. You guys saw the apartment when we first started this channel, and now we're in our new house that we moved in June 15th. But the best part is the behind the scenes that we're going to flip the camera around and show you guys what's going on behind the scenes right now. So currently, this is behind the scenes. After we shoot the video tonight, we had 2 of our 3 wake up